Hey traders, welcome back. Today I'm back with another exciting video in which we're going to take advantage of the market volume to take profitable long and short trades. And we're going to see the rules that we need to consider while taking these entries. So without any further ado, let's get started. Now, first of all, before we do anything, let's go ahead and add the indicators that we're going to need for this strategy. And for that, we're going to go towards the indicator tab. And here we're going to search for volume composition. And we're going to add this indicator by Quantify Tools to the chart. Now, once the indicator is loaded, we can see that there are different bars that are showing up on the chart along with different numbers. So first of all, before doing anything, let's talk about how does this indicator work. Now, each bar in this volume indicator represents different data. For example, this highest level that the bar reaches, or this gray colored area, represents the net sum of all the volume, the buy volume, the sell volume, the passive and active volume. And this area here, or this level here, that is the dark red or dark green color, represents the net sum of all buy or sell orders. For example, in this case here, it says this bar is red, so this will be a net sum of all sell orders. And in this case here, this will be net sum of all buy orders. And this light red or light green color area represents the active volume in the market. Now, later in the video, I'm going to show you how we're going to need and use these indicator or use these matrices to decide long or short entries. And also along with the volume, we can see these numbers below these candles, and these numbers represent different things. For example, this upper number represents the dominating volume as a percentage of the total volume, that is the sum of all the volumes. And this dot or this area here represents the dominating active volume direction and the divergence brackets, and also the dominating active volume as a percentage of total active volume. Another very important thing that we can see in this indicator are these red and green diamonds, and these are only plotted on the candles where the dominating volume threshold is exceeded. So these will be used later in this video as our buy and sell signal. This oscillator line that we can see being plotted here is actually the simple moving average of the volumes in these candles. So now let's go ahead and take a look at how these volume candles represent the data or the momentum in the market. So for example, here we can see that both the values of this bar are above 70, that is this lower value is 100 and this upper value is 77, and also there is a red dot being plotted here, and there is this red diamond that we can see in the market. So at this candle, we can see after the formation of in these conditions, the market went in a downward direction because there was a high volume or high momentum of the sellers that were coming into the market. And when these conditions are prevailing in the market, we can go ahead and take a short entry. And for that, first of all, we have to go ahead and enter a short position at the close of this next candle here, because this diamond is only plotted at the close of this next candle. And we can go ahead and put our stop loss above the most recent swing high. And for our take profit, we can set our take profit level to be 1:2 ratio. So our 2:1 ratio would be somewhere here, which we can see gets easily achieved. And similarly, if we go ahead and take a look at the long entry, first of all, we should look for the formation of this green triangle below these numbers, and also both these numbers should be above 70, and the diamond should be falling above this simple volume moving average line. So we can go ahead and take a long entry at the close of this very next candle, and we can put our stop loss below the most recent swing low. And similarly, we can look for the target of 2:1 ratio. So let me just go ahead and set our take profit level, and we can see that our take profit level is easily met, that is 2:1 ratio on this candle here. But just like all other technical trading indicators, this indicator also gives us sometimes false signals, and those signals can lead to losses. For example, in this case here, we can see that there are the conditions for a valid long entry, but if we take this entry, we would definitely hit the stop loss. So in order to filter out these conditions, we are going to need another indicator. So for that, we're going to go towards the indicator tab, and here we're going to search for market bias. And once we search this, we're going to add this one by Professor X to the chart. Now, once we add this indicator gives us the market bias if it's in the buyer or in seller's direction. And using this indicator, we will definitely be able to remove some of these false signals. So now let's go ahead and talk about the trading rules for taking long and short positions. So first of all, let's double click on this indicator, and here we're going to change the smoothing value from 100 to 50. And also in this tile, we're going to uncheck this Heikenhashi smooth so that we will be seeing this green or dark green and dark red line only. And now let's hit OK. And now let's talk about the trading rules for taking long and short positions. So the rules for taking long entries are as follows. First of all the conditions that we discussed earlier, that is both these numbers should be above 70, and also there should be green triangle that is forming below these numbers, and also there should be three colors, that is gray, dark green, and green, and the diamond should be forming above this volume line, and all our conditions are being satisfied. Now here we're gonna look for this green and dark green area, and when these conditions are satisfied, the market should be in this dark green area. Once all these conditions are satisfied, we can go ahead and take a long position at the close of this very next candle, and we can put our stop loss below the last most recent swing low, and also we can target 2 restore ratio. So let me just go ahead and set our restore ratio level, and here we can see that our trade went in profit. Similarly, for taking sell positions, following conditions must be met. First of all, there should be this red triangle that is forming, and also both these numbers should be above 70, and this diamond should be plotting above this moving average line. And another thing that we need to look at that is that this market price indicator should be dark red in color, and also the market price action should be below it. And here we can see all our conditions are being satisfied, so we can go ahead and take a short position at the close of this very next candle, and we can put our stop loss above this most recent swing high, and we'll be looking for 2 restore ratio. So let me just go ahead and adjust our restore ratio level, and here we can see our 2 restore ratio is easily achieved. So this is again a profitable sell trade of 1:2 risk to reward ratio. So I hope you were able to understand this very simple yet very effective trading strategy. If you have any questions, please comment down below. I would love to answer them. Also, if you have a special video request, please don't forget to mention that in the comments as well. See you in the next video. Thank you.